was definitely way too low. So let's see if this fixes it. It seems to be a little better, except now there's a lawnmower outside the window. Turn the game down a little bit. Alright. I think that's the best, about the best I'm gonna get for now. Before I start, or without having to go through it and adjust all the audio settings, so let's just get into it. Alright, so lawnmower's got the great timing. Alright, so in this world, I have been recording footage up to this point. I am working on editing it, and I will be uploading it. It is 4 episodes. And so far, I have a space elevator, completed phase 1, and I'm up to automated power. In tier 3, and that's where I'm at so far. So now that I have automated power, I'm just gonna go ahead and stream the rest. The first 4 episodes are all about an hour long each, and they take a very long time on my Wi-Fi to upload. So, with that being said, I am going to stream the rest of this world's playthrough. I try to do, about an hour or 2 every day or so, and we'll see where that takes us in this world. Everything that I have here is most certainly not permanent. Anybody that has played this game will most likely understand that you can't really make anything permanent until you get a pretty good ways into the game. With that being said, I do have roughly 400-ish hours in this game. And yeah, it is. I know that the big thing right now is 1.1. I am not on 1.1 at the moment. I am going to wait for the full release before I transfer my file. At that point, I will transfer everything over to 1.1 and play with the new features then. But anyways, with all that being said, I'm going to give you a little tour. I only have 2 of these iron nodes being processed right now to kind of maximize the power that I have, and they are creating reinforced plates and routers. They were making the smart plating for a little bit just to get through phase 1 of the space elevator, but I am going to need the rotors and smart plating a bit more to further advance what I've got going on here. So my next goal is to actually create a little bit more power than I've got going on here now. I've got plenty of reinforced plates, and let me grab a few more rotors just to make sure. So what I want to do today is increase the power capacity that I have by a little bit, and that way I can go through and start automating more of the nodes that we have around. Big thing that I want to get up and rolling is the concrete production, because we are going to need a lot of concrete. I don't think I'll need that many, but I do want to go ahead and add real quick a constructor here. Around, just temporary sake. Get that feeding into there, and then I want to make some copper sheets, which that's the wrong thing. Oops. Alright, with that being full for now, I'm actually gonna cut this off. This is bringing in 30 per minute. This takes 20. Yeah, alright. Let's go ahead and take this off and just reroute this to kind of go out this way. It doesn't have to be perfect, I just need some of the copper sheet coming through. That way I can make sure I put in pipes. Alright, so let's get over to where the power grid is and continue some expansion. I do have a little bit set up in the research in the MAM. Most of it has just been from collecting various stuff around the drop sites. But obviously at this stage of the game it's not too far. I am probably going to set up something, a little something here. So this entire stream so far has been nothing but the lawn equipment outside. Hopefully it's not too bad. But there's not much I can do about that other than stream at a different time. I don't have that time to do so, so we are just going to have to deal with it for now in order to get some audio in general. But it's all good. There's the big one. Come on, get up, up, up. Come on. Thank you. I do believe, yep, there is a coal node up here. This one is normal. That one I'm not sure what that one is, but yeah. Need kink. The direction that I want it to face is probably straight out. Actually, it doesn't really matter because I'm going to drop it down over here. So what I need to do actually is get this hotbar number 7. That should do it for now. So that's gonna pull 60. I did unlock overclocking, so I could make these produce a lot. I'm not going to do that because this is already I will do that eventually, but I'm not going to do that now because I do want to start getting stuff up and going. So This is only 5 megabytes, that's not bad. Why? Oh, that's alright. Alright, anyway. We're gonna go ahead and this as far as I can. 7 and drop this down. About there. I think I might want to get rid of this parachute because it's kind of aggravating. I don't have a jetpack yet, which is unfortunate, but I'll get there. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to this side. Anyway, here for now, and then to here. Get rid of that for a second. Run that up there and connect that. And then just gonna run over here. Again, everything is mostly temporary. There's only so much I could do about it. I'm not too worried about aesthetics at the moment, but I will definitely get there. I have big plans for this save, and you just have to keep watching and find out what happens. The fact that it's angled so bad drives me absolutely nuts. But might be able to. Might work. Yeah, alright. Still won't let me get rid of this. Alright, whatever. So, I'm gonna bring this out all the way to the end here. And then we're gonna start going that way. between 3 beyond. And that's what we're gonna have to deal with. Hopefully, I think, yeah, alright. I was thinking for a second that these were made out of concrete and I just ran out. That was going to be a problem, but I think we're good. So I know that one up top is a normal, so it's going to be pushing 60. Each of these take 15, which is going to be 4 for that one up top. And then I do need to go and check what that other node is. I think it's a normal as well, but I could be wrong. Yeah, it's a normal, so that's going to be 60 as well. I'm going to start bringing this over. And I'm out of concrete for that. Alright. Excuse me. So I am actually, how much do I have going on here? I have 80 spare, so what I'm gonna do real quick is, oh, this is pure, that's not bad. Set up a quick and dirty concrete factory. Okay. Production miner. Do it that way. Just kind of keep it out of the way for a second. Go ahead and get a little construction up. And then a box. Actually, this is going to be producing quite a bit. 120. This takes in 45, so I could do 90. I actually want to back this out. Just set that to 90 for the sake of it. And go ahead and run 2 of these. I have to move it further so I can get the merger in. Just like that. Actually, it's going to be a splitter. Go ahead and do that piece in there. Hopefully this comes around and fits in. Yep. Right. That can go right there. That can go right there. Like I said, quick and dirty. Just got to get some concrete rolling without having to run all the way back to the base. And that'll work. And set that up for concrete. Set that up for concrete. And then I'm going to have to merge this and put it in a box. There we go. Go out to there. Start getting this set in place. That ought to be fun, right? Logistics pipeline. So this end one's gonna be fine. Get that set up then. I don't think this level 1 pipe can actually manage enough for all of these because they take 45. We do 45 times 8, it's 360. And this pipe can only handle 300. So I am gonna have to do 2 different ones here. So what we're gonna do, set these like so. There's going to be a little bit of clipping here, but not much I could do about that. I'm just going to have to deal with it. And I am going to have to set one conveyor higher than the other. So we'll do one's on the back side, one level. And then we'll move this one up by 3. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. One, two, three. Again, I can't stress this enough, but it is not permanent. I will have to come back through and redo this once I get more power slugs and such. That way I can run more materials to begin with. Actually, these are all wrong. Right? Yeah, these all need to be splitters, not mergers. Yeah, so I'm gonna need to eventually come through, overclock all of them, all of the miners to get more coal, and then redo all of these once I get the more materials pushing out. Produce a lot more power than I am currently going to be making, but this this will get me through so that I can, you know, do that to begin with. Because need a lot of materials to make that happen, so. Alright. So what I'm gonna do here, two is enough to run 4, so I'm gonna run actually get some more foundations set up. So let's go grab the concrete that I've been making and continue this out. And actually, this is never connected, so that's a problem. You're gonna get on my nerves, so I'm going to get rid of you. Take all that. Take all that. Take all that. And take all that. And now it would appear that I am out of plates. So I'm gonna have to end up running back anyway. The struggles of Satisfactory. Early game. Early game is rough. It is definitely rough, especially after you get used to having the uploaders and everything. And it makes the game so nice, so easy. And then, you know, trying to play without having all of your stuff is, it's rough. Like, that's something I can't say was an issue the first time I played through, because I didn't realize what I was missing. But now that I know what I'm missing, it's definitely tough. Go ahead and put that 40 back. And then go check out my plate box. Got plenty in there. Take that just because. Grab more rotors and reinforce iron plates just because. And now we book it all the way back. It's interesting to see this area like this on my other world, my other playthrough that has about 300 hours. This area right here, from the top of this and then out, covering all these rivers and everything, and then all the way across that way, is my aluminum processing factory. And then up through here, there's a little tunnel just under the foundation where I've run trains up to this point. So it's interesting to see all this empty again. Go ahead and grab the concrete. I wish I could get rid of that, but I can't, so I'm just gonna have to go through it for now. I do not have any explosives. Hopefully. Fantastic, it'll go right through it. I know this is really bad and will probably bother some of y'all, but I can't help it right now. I only mention it because it bothers me, but there's not much I can do about it. I've only got, 2 belts. Nothing when it comes to aesthetics. Only got the basic stuff so far, so we're just gonna have to deal with it, at least for this first power plant. I'm gonna go ahead and run this one to this, so bring this down. there. And this one is gonna have to clip through it, unfortunately, but what can you do? So it's just gonna have to be like that for now. And then I believe that's all the logistics set up for this. So let's go ahead and get some water going. I want to wow, I'm gonna have to clip a lot through here. I don't like that at all. Man, I don't like that at all. Okay, you know what? We're gonna go from this side. Yeah, that'll do it. Go ahead and get one of these set up. That there should do it. That one next to there. And that should do it. Alright, so that's actually not going to do it, because I need more space. So we're just going to spin this out by 2 and put them the same way they were, but given a little more room. I do wish these could be nudged. I have a feeling they could probably be nudged in 1.1 since they added the nudging updates with the vertical nudge and everything. I am excited about that. Why are these ones so low? Let's go ahead and do this. I've got a control snap to this guy here. But it's still so much lower. Oh well. Anyway. Let's go ahead and get a couple of these up. That's gonna go there. How far I ended up with that? Open up. That's gonna go there. And the pipe should be able to go to that just fine with a little bit of lift from the pump. And I do want to set this here because it'll only have to lift up to this point. That's probably why. It's not even with the snapping point. But anyway, what I was saying is it only has to lift this much. Rather than having to lift this whole way up to this side over here. So it lifts to this point, and then it's just a straight pipe across. go ahead and plug you into there. And plug you into there. Now, all the clipping drives me nuts. But, again, temporary. First ones are full. Second ones are full. Third one's full. Fourth one's full. Perfect. Time to turn these things on. And that should be another 600 kilowatts. Actually, I don't want that though. I want this. There. These will slowly start to turn on as they fill up with water. And we're about to see this jump up to 900, I believe. Yeah, there we go. I saw it there for a second. $900 It's not kilowatts, alright. So, as the water flows through here, gets all situated, we will start seeing 900 megawatts, which should give me enough to get some pretty decent factories up and going. I am going to leave this just like this for now. Go ahead and add one more in case it fills up. I've got 2. Goes concrete. I need a lot. I actually see a slug up here, but I don't know if I can get to it from this side. Stream's at 53 minutes. Good timing. And I am seeing solid green lights. I didn't know there's copper up here. So, with solid green lights, it means I should have a steady 900. Yep. Fantastic. So the next thing that I need to work on is getting up to steel production. That way we can start getting into the pipes and beams. And I do want to get a sink going. That way I can start getting some decorative parts. At which point I can start making factories that are not so temporary. Silica and crystals are also next on my list. I do know there's a couple nodes in the cave next to the power facility. Maybe I can start getting glass. The reinforced iron plating is going to be a big factor. So what I'll probably do is take these other 2 or 3 iron nodes over here. There's 3. I take those 3 and strictly make plates with them. don't know how many I can produce off of that, but it should be a decent amount to get me going. Get those marked up, see how many that is, and then we should be able to make the rest of everything with that. But since we're at an hour, I'm probably going to close it here, especially since my daughter is screaming. There's been a lot of extra audio in this stream, but this is also the first stream that I have commentated the whole thing, I believe, so it wasn't too bad. I'm gonna try to keep it going. Again, the next one I'm going to get some reinforced iron plating going on, and get into the quartz supply, start getting some quartz and silica taken care of, and probably make my way over in that direction, east, to start producing some SAM. And with this SAM, we can start getting into some dimensional depots, do some exploring, find some more moisture spheres, and start getting some parts in my cloud inventory. That's going to help a lot with the further production of everything else. And with that, I will good grief. With that, I will pop on tomorrow and see what we can get into. Go ahead and save it. And